Well, okay. See all that beautiful food we've got prepared over there? And it's all good for you.
Yes.
And so, and I did eat some of the salad when we went to music, and it was wonderful. Chris didn't touch it yet, but he will.
All right, so another powerhouse, Brussels sprouts, cruciferous vegetable, good carb, and they are yummy.
Yes, I love them.
Your body begins to crave what you give it.
Okay.
So.
She's looking at you.
I mean, seriously, a couple years ago, I didn't really care too much for these.
Right.
I didn't eat them a lot, so I didn't have that craving come, and now I do. So much so that I will roast up, we're going to just show you how simple that is to do, a bag, a batch, a pound of Brussels sprouts at the beginning of the week, and leave them in a Tupperware in the fridge.
Okay.
It's my good carb. It's good. I mean, they keep well.
They're a
if
carb?
you do them right, they keep well. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, a good carb.
Good carbs.
Yeah,
like a baby
your
cabbage,
good carbs
right?
are your fruits and your veggies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And when it falls in the green category, really just the more the better, honestly.
Okay.
Honestly.
So I could eat a whole bag of those if I wanted to.
You really could.
I'm happy.
You really could.
All right.
You have to watch the good fat that you have on it because you're probably going to have a good fat on it, but you really could. If you're eating them raw, you really could.
Yeah, I use coconut
It's fiber,
oil.
and it helps your body just
Okay.
eliminate waste. All right, so here is how I like to prepare my Brussels sprouts. I get the medium-sized ones and cut them in half.
Okay.
Okay, boom, on the sheet pan. And I used to worry about these, but I don't because these get nice and crispy. They're like little chips. All right, cut the bottom off, half, all right? We are going to roast these in the oven
Okay.
for, it's about 25 minutes, really a lot like you roast potatoes. Do you
Right.
ever cut your potatoes and
Yes,
roast them
I
in
do.
there? It's kind of the same. You know, you want a decently high heat. You want to rotate them halfway through. Is that oven on? Do we have that on?
Yes, it's still on 400.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
So now, we going to put anything on them?
I'll let you guess what I'm going to put on them.
Well, I know Celtic salt. I already knew that one. You can put a little olive oil.
Olive oil, absolutely.
Olive oil and Celtic.
And if you have a go-to oil that you love, you could do that. You know,
Okay.
I just love good solid olive oil. This is really good with beets too. If you like
Right.
beets, you want to cut them about the same size. You know, when you're roasting vegetables together, you want to think about how long each one's going to take.
Right.
And adjust accordingly. You know, if something's going to go faster, you might want to add it. Like if you put mushrooms in this, you'd want to add them in the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
Right? But beets and Brussels sprouts pair very well together.
Like red beets?
What's that?
Like red beets?
Mm-hmm. Red beets, yep. They are awesome. They are not recommended for the cleanse phase because they are higher in sugar. But when you're not going through the detox, it is definitely something you want to keep.
Okay.
Beets help to detoxify your blood. They oxygenate your blood. Again, the color. That should tell you right there. Bright, bright color in the beets. All right, so that's probably good, right? You think?
I'll go ahead and finish them off. Yeah,
Okay.
finish them off. They'll be good. So you would actually add beets to this?
Absolutely. Mhm.
Okay.
You just put them right there. Sweet potatoes as well. You can just put them right there. Coat them at the same time with like we're about to do.
Now, sweet potatoes not during the detox?
Right. Same thing.
Okay, because of higher sugar. I
They're better
gotcha.
than a white potato, but
Right.
you want to avoid those starchy veggies like that. You want to avoid during the cleanse phase because they spike your blood sugar.
Okay.
Not because they're bad, but just that's not the goal here. We want our metabolism to turn on, like I said, just like an engine, and it's amazing. I did this in October, and I lost 9 pounds and 12 inches in 10 days, and I couldn't believe it.
Right.
Because you're eating. You eat 3 meals a day and 2 snacks. So your stress is not that you're dying for something to eat. It's more, oh, I forgot to eat my snack. Let me hurry up. Like I just tried to do,
Right.
you know? So you're not deprived. You don't feel
Right.
like anything's wrong. So when you
just
get
eating
up
the
in the
right.
morning, and even though we're not supposed to scale, you know, we put the scale away, but I like to do that to kind of check
I'm
myself.
addicted to
I know,
it.
we can't not do it. But when you wake up and you've lost a pound,
Yeah.
and you like jumped out of bed, like you said, I mean, you have more energy. You're like, whoa, what did I do yesterday? And then
Yeah.
you think of what you did, and it's like, okay,
Do that again.
I can do that again. That
do it
wasn't
again.
so hard.
We'll bring you to our house this morning. You know, I went to the doctor yesterday because I have bronchitis, and he put me on a steroid. And So this morning I go to get on the scale. Chris has pizza yesterday. I'm like, you're not going to lose any weight. You know, I'm just, and he lost
not
2
competitive
pounds.
at
Not
all, right?
competitive at all
At
in
all.
this household. And so he lost 2 pounds. I get on the scale and I go up 2. And I'm like, I was so angry. I'm like, what? How? I'm so faithful. I asked him, I'm so faithful. And then he said, it's got to be the medicine, and looks it up, and sure enough, the medicine, they say, will
And
cause
that's,
you.
I mean, the scale's great.
But in cases
When
like
you love
that.
When you don't, then you think, oh, okay, that's kind of why they say that, you know, because you're on the right track. Your
Right.
body is going to absolutely thrive and get right where you want to be, you know. Sometimes the scale doesn't give us that same feeling. So as long as you don't let it discourage you, that's the main thing.
Right.
All right, how easy is this?
That's
okay.
awesome.
So you just want them all about the same size.
Okay.
You want, toss them in olive oil. You don't need too much because you don't want them to get soggy. You want them to be crispy. And the Celtic sea salt, and just get them to where they're a single layer. Okay?
That sounds
Easy
good.
peasy.
So I'm going to put
All right.
this.
All right, I'm gonna go
you're
wash my
put
hands.
this in the oven. How are you enjoying this so far? I'm telling you, I hope you've learned a lot. We're going to do it here. If you want to come down and join us and be a part of this at New Life, when's the next one? Next Monday.
The weekend, yes, Group 2 is starting this Monday, and there
Okay.
is still time to join. I have
Okay.
enough inventory on hand that we can get you set up. And there will be a setup meeting on Saturday at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you're interested and you don't reach out to me before that, you can show up at New Life Natural Foods. It's 2825 Washington Road in Fairway Square Shopping Center, across the street from Steinmart in Augusta. You can show up there at 5 o'clock on Saturday, and we can get you set up, and you can start on Monday. Then the next round, if it's something you want to think about or find out a little more information, we are having a huge sale February 9th, 10th, and 11th, that weekend. It's a weight loss and detox weekend. Group 3 will begin that next day, Monday.
Right.
On the 13th. Is that right? Whatever that Monday is, if I got that wrong, the 12th or the 13th. So
Right.
there's plenty of opportunities. And it's you can do it on your own. That's how I did it, but it's a lot better to do it with a group.
It's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you send out all these different texts and different messages, and you've been wonderful to send me different recipes because you know the challenge I have behind me.
Yeah. It's just fun to do it together, and really because this is something that my friend taught me. You know, when you go somewhere and if you do your detox, or if you're
Right.
doing something on your own, let's say you just go buy a box and you're doing it yourself, it's easier to give up.
Right.
But also when you succeed or when there's something to celebrate, it's nice to have people to celebrate with. You know, to know that it's accountability, but it's also a lot more fun when you have people to rejoice with you instead of just, you know, you're by yourself like, yay,
Yay, yeah.
I did this, and
Yeah.
you know, and you just keep on
And
going.
then when you're competitive, like,
Well.
you know.
Watchman Broadcasting,
doing it right now,
the
too.
viewer's
Yeah.
choice,
Is it
is a
competitive
local
at all, or
network
not really?
based in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah,
I
little
mean,
bit.
not that you really,
You know,
Yeah.
I pretty much, I got this.
you got